violent or yeah, she police need to need pa. Now lucky say na bullet, na bullet for pa na rubber one be. So and I say na ni na
rubber pony.
Yes. And nyame nam lawyer biso aya per compensation ama abrante. It took 3 to 4 years and sana say
compensation say ampo.
So but at least no baby we kakra be arrechiche kakra dan say nka hwe nsi na nka oboba asesa because when ni krumi kra ho na aden na ba ko asay you know tie Ghana
serious
Ghana dey woni obi a wasem mo
se see a funny asemi a abe yem fa ne senka panyi bia ne ho betutu ntoma aguso yentimi nya asem no efie yentimi nya na foolish case entinka wo hu ne senka mrapa no e go se fa ne nke yende.
I think so so didn't court na yes because offenses in there are not there
but me ne ho say me mobo
offenses in there are not there
ne ho ye me mobo but
because if you're on the road and as a road driver at top speed police beat macho and na what's out no say and say another offense what's out akobonipa another offense until on 3 counts.
But also funny before all this no na or wadofo na Father Dixon no mu nyina don. Say we did you mu nyina tema pepa acho ntino. I am wondering those people on besan di na chibi mu because asa ne hu ya yeshi. Kwaku Manu video no ka asem bi se on sha na Ghana fo anya ni mu na se eje ni mu a nioma be ha no ama anhwekro no eto da ho be fa abone.
Yes, I think so say na lack and so run out. The Kwaku Manu can all happen.
And you say a sign of luck running out.
You never
know. On a more serious note, no mobile.
But say comfort the comfort be actually comfort because nyamia and then nyamia be a devil no comfort be out na or harden the crown as watching and why mobile. Who decide in your chin so the justice will never be served.
I serious. I was the breakdown show so near. Nana Jubikite mene Prof Saki and a summary at Nasia Edijumedino. Bro, in Tiafena Wabana make I was say, 8 of Yaka TV. Jumedia summary when you go to our ocean, the breakdown show. Into Oba like, ne share, ne far comments, and Mamina, main king kind, and Maye. It was so I call your next story. A revolving around social media blogger and as a critic. Bongo ideas. On the 14th of March 2024, yeah. Ena or disappear ABC achino ABC brono ABC hair and some no dear adores ninny nana saying His Excellency Nanado Danko Ekufado Eko posted the beautiful Rebecca Eweshe happy birthday and our branty cotton post na send you criticize the ya could do some mammy on fanya awo sebi and no echino and a year who bongo bium I say yachino a busy a kidnapping no a busy say a handsome no a Dawson. Na finally wakasa wacheche nsemu baby eche ne koye de de koye no edin a woboboye edoso producer Fabongo ideas to mommy ni entwaso.
On 14th March 2024 around 3 a.m. some men masquerading as police officers broke into my room, dragged me out. I was threatened to be killed, where pistols were pointed to my head. And I was told to say my last prayers, right? So they beat me up and all, and they warned me not to speak about the president. On 14th March 2024, around 3 a.m., some men masquerading as police officers broke into my room, dragged me out. I was threatened to be killed, where pistols were pointed to my head, and I was told to say my last prayers, right? So they beat me up and all, and they warned me not to speak about the president. On 14th.
Abusia bongo ideas na yate ne nka no na obi besie ngrada kakra afemu ha ye nhyeda nte asem bi ase profit asem na wo ka ne yie
so say no ho na gofo bi no masha atare de se soja fo ba ne fie e be fa no de no koy na o say o mo won ne because mo threaten class on buku no na de na o say mo ohwe no anka president no ho ase
president ne besie
the president be nti o say o build up no o introduction no ene we no link ya means that like a president, and now Uncle be come and I'm cast a presidency, and that's with me.
On my one, and say my name more president, Dean Bill. So what that's in can we say, any president na a ball palmy a kofa bungwana? Because the narration or they baby, and they want me never to talk about the president and why now more fast no mucha video.
We say national security. Here any order from the president and some act. They are there in the interest of the president and the safety of Ghana and Ghana penny for. Into Omuhunu be a bit me a trigger a security threatening a year. They step in.
But we say no one say any Ghana Hanson or granting interview no. Only one station be or Germany from DWTV. Yeah. And granted say interview to omo ye fast and those people are omo yenkophobia omo kasa about African presidents and how they handle critics online into omo bisa questions then nebema obi atwe the president online and na odesa we no before say obe boss narration we ochire mu di entia ansana Obama exact video of what Omoche no dear Omode no. But say about president, why can't we say national security says same say?
Ajubi say all person criticize the president. It should be constructive. You can say the president is not on top of issues. As in obu
mining,
okay. You can talk obetima kawase on that lines. But to the extent of get it so personal. You have insulted the woman. Yes, you have. This is a president of Ghana. We are supposed to give him all the reverence and all the respect. And it will be unrespected a president, you know. Or your man before.
So what's your question about?
Of course. Well, yeah, brother there. I was saying, of course. I was saying, he needs to be questioned. Okay. And social media no be atena so okay the papa na mamu no obu no say enya ofa obetimi criticize based on na mamu obu not don't get personal say onfanya awo what do you mean na nkra na nkra guess no hwan ma
me tete say asami bai na msi me de meetie mu kakra yes say enya ma mbeki mo
good so if mfanya awo there means that nkra na nya me ba come and answer bechirem san nkra na hwan ma come and answer. Come and answer. It means that you have information. So it is a whole social media because when your microphone be now when your camera back could be a so now kasa anyhow didn't penny for time like that.
It is our freedom of speech in Tiabwa Ghana.
I'm saying Makasa Ghana the here civilian rule in military. Because sebi sa freedom of speech in a democracy. I'm why enemy. Yeah, abuse no.
You see, the only 3 cities data.
Of course.
Now, because
didn't penny for them. Somehow a woman the enemy in an hour.
But you know one funny thing, the same person which your man baking so on to minko.
You see,
on to minka.
Into one casa in your closet. Actually, we are also now say you say also one way. You want the sympathy of the public, but my men are catching and say. Or find out one day you didn't think say you were hurting her. Oh dear, is it what you to ask you abusing one you what killing my man cry? Say if indeed say on where what killing is soon.
Oh, say we are saying you'll be honor naturally won't because I had this grandma and say I know we or the bear 100+ one but nana no to be brave. Nana no be
deep down within no.
I ultimately send your mahano.
Ajubi. I'm a fan Samba. Now worry not on what.
Hey, serious. One
casa betty. Yeah, I'll be deal.
Sometimes I won't worry. Crana would do stage bina or her crana one casa winnie backrana usugu na worry.
So it's dear pan, my menati because I be a Nikunubu my uncle Yintino, who blew a fool out of the sense of who didn't hear for what? Now
Kunumu my knee now so one young can't Joseph Akoya.
Sessing.
Sessing.
I want the boomine.
Sanka ukunu only no one man obehu sympathy was like empathy and go benya sympathy ama
and grant never boom man as a papa nebu mine Nti wo a won ne ne
amamu. O say bia o pese o che say wo ma wo kunu nti no. Onnim se ne school fees tua. Ene aduane to sitie. Enti fa ya wo na wo kunu entimi enhwe wo mo na odi bibi yeyenya. Wa huhu
so ne girls na omo no ho no omo adopt wo no so nye
na ka meka straight ya ku fa de ne fa ya we. Na ne years akwadra again in so that wasn't necessary.
It was so unnecessary. So unnecessary.
And I say disrespect in highest order.
Omo can some just like that. And now ombenya man for support omo.
Oh na.
So say na omo social media comment na man for comment and we support you blah blah blah. Then say na mujimi sa.
See ye ni yodum me ba nye no kwa ne ache.
Very good, nkwa ne ache wo.
Nka wi anka nkwa na.
If you don't add wisdom to the all ye no. Now say okay can some by heart. The social the national security will invite you whatever they do to you no. What was it?
But we know who say national security na invite no. O say nkofo in the bound.
National security crown puna.
Yeah, invite to yabo.
Who and he so much. It be our area before more area. Crabbitima oppose asa. Aba be do money.
Okay, now for so say a setup. What about that?
Say
a setup, Bibia.
Or arrange or staged. Now I'm making government too unpopular.
Oh, they yen share one interview. Yeah.
Okay.
Now all kasa about say or person who US. You'll understand where I'm coming from. Pacha Mumbo Mami.
Why would anyone want to troll their president online or heckle them in public?
Because most of these African leaders are just nonchalant, right? They are living in a different world. So that is why most African youth are using social media as a tool to vent their anger and let these leaders know what is really happening. Call them out.
Why would anyone want to troll their president online or heckle them in public?
Because most of these African leaders are just nonchalant, right? They are living in a different world. So that is why most African youth are using social media as a tool to vent their anger and let these leaders know.
Prof, I learned say video ni ready, but in due time, say a year ready, we talk about that. But in narration, or say no, any day Ghana heyano or ye or grantee interview no kase. Oh, only the say you we are all yen online criticizing in no. Or she said, I'm kwam be an and you may be man no or fly called the United States of America.
Okay.
Walk what's now Bobra and any panny bisan and senti a hawk or coha or bet to us our social media critics with us or say Debbie. Ebi crass and media handles in a beton movie. And baby our quiet I interview ya nose mask no no. Almost so a international TV Germany. And he told them say on to me for full story in your day. And mom because almost a shana one kind of was never to mention the president's name. And you know, on to me for details in our mom. And people are saying, say, any in every disgrace there is grace. I say, was shadana or ye masa because of or mom ye interview no abrochi phone or more pad any day documentary. Into wint me for full video ni na and as a full details my because you are in Ghana. Oh koka simbia ye besi abeso akobo de and your mama me visa. Na memra abrochi.
Ope amnesty.
Mama me visa na memra abrochi. Enti se me bewie dia. Me the details and be mama na mo dia mo documentary. How I raise senka ye be hu that video ni abo but in due time ye senka ye beto aso.
Ghana for bebre o ha o mo ko approach a o mo say oh ye man mu e kom o ho bia wo bia si na ya mo e friend say o mo fra o mo say o mo tem bi o mo na say o ma mo pardon be as a more access to their country because of the story now based on the story now okay and I think that is what he is trying to do.
Is he not playing smart?
Well, fine. It is all Ghana. It means that now the thing has gotten to him. They're not on social media. No, I'm phone you. Ebia when ya some sikaka crack because or a lot of followers.
Yeah.
YouTube the TikTok. Ebia when you sikaka crack. But almost now the thing is getting heated. As an akunya no so shiba. Until when ya access to side, this is an opportunity for him, you know, to try and get somebody's sympathy. Okay. And then they or getting into the good books of whoever is interviewing them. Might be an Martinian man access to wherever they are.
Not just any at all.
That's all call ya and I said when you need to You understand?
On ko bebe any na net na Ghana ha.
Enti oh yes oh yes anwuma we nyina when betimi start betimi aye but so okuru ane ye ma oje hu ba bia enye eno na say omunya invite wo na omo de ko share ba bia oni be ba ho so ne aye de be we nyina. Enti why do you create these things? And I say ye yo de be yo wi a we will criticize the government, they criticize a child 2 weeks somebody be die.
So akata.
Na ona ho a kire wo no. Enti why do you go to that extent? Can't you make your submission without insulting? Without getting personal?
No, yes, Chrome has CSC and Padipa. Obi Ohonima, obey social media, can some park, can yes, Kenya followers that. Or started in some who say now, when yes, go. And so on the line, or who is or fire a bedroom nisica, and I walk or so on the as some
kind, no say, Ghana for no be a pennyphone live lavishly.
They live in a different world.
They live in until what youth and I agitated or more to make Kasa. But you should control yourself. In your so untimi papa untimi kasa anyhow in job
papa show asunkura na why
you get it untimi kasa anyhow to papa and today ntina mema with the audacity to talk anyhow to the first gentleman of the land. Do you know the constitutional about papa no by? No answer now can a breach of the constitutional or the papa. You understand? It's about idea they will come at you. Say yeah, national security fool, say he for be so go for be so to baby pie or make pa or make me a posy as a soldier for.
At the end of the day, I should win here can. Yen fan and so na yen call NDC for Akache. And Papa Kwasi Ahwoi. I think that is the right name, right?
Yes.
Omudeni de ya na anode. Kwasi Ahwoi. Wa kan sembi. No real abepacho but mystery. Produce and patcho for Kwasi Ahwoi video no tomorrow.
I was not prepared to be president at that time, but nature skewed things in such a way that President Mills had to give way to John Mahama. Anything can happen. So, Nana, be ever prepared, like your motto says. Be ready. Anything can happen, and you can become the president of the Republic of Ghana. Yeah, Nana. So.
So we see for na on share the Professor Jane na no Pukwajiman. I name serious. That's what was a. That's we are going. So who be no work okay. Prof, you for the same interview do na se chemi mu. Funny same interview. They chire me mu.
Omo the Ahwoi brothers. The Kwaku na Ahwoi no kusi. I don't know if this one is a professor no.
Okay.
But move back a professor.
Okay.
I know O2 Nanafo.
But let's hold on. Mete say nka yesenka omo na nanka omo ye pioneers of NDC pa.
Yes.
Nanka they are the next in line for the presidency. And John Mahama eba ye nti omo no sheda na ne da court sa. Nti no betu sa afi wo ho.
No. This was a harmless advice to Mahama.
Really?
What do you mean?
You have to think about this as well.
You know, friend is saying, point in president or any president only for.
Okay.
But the opposite advice is say, if you become a vice president, it means that in the case of the own eventuality, you assume the position of a president.
No one can on eventuality. Samson anye day.
See, I advise what my man say. So, arm yourself because anytime you can become the president of Ghana.
For him to use the example of Professor Fifi Atamil's late.
That is the only example we have.
Why can't you say obetime to kwai akwa abruchi and okwa ona be next president?
Okwa e be 2 weeks, but 1 month was back.
Across where the president, even if it's a day, where
when
so okay, you see what's happened between Papaya where we Fifi Mills, the late, N.A. John Dramani, the Obia, the Nadrin, because say, oh, woo, asam na wo kasebi. And no one when JM bet me away anytime.
Of course, you are human beings. Yeah, you say, young quant.
No, what's some to the one Kokasana and the day?
Oh, me, as a man, I can say, advice or the mama, meno. And when I say, I drink cool.
There being one was a yard drink, what's a yard drink? What the fact that or create scenario, example around Omumi Unity.
the only example, and the only time yenya saa scenario we be no
enti won amene ho na owo betimi esi anu abeye.
It means that ma on function team say obey vice president is
hey prof.
Oh yeah, ma function is obey vice president is enti on amene ho as if say oba be president no in the case of say bibi sa of course obetimi awu.
No one fair no amasa na.
So inipa
me to me ni problem but won say Ghana phone wo ka asam na wan kan kwa kwesisu ya ho be chere any say be pacho ya wo pacho
me na ka me pacho asam o kan no na e very harmless.
Nature's cute been produced a bit my boss nature's cute way.
Of course it's okay nature bibia to me see ono including ya mama pugwajuma na kasa kra na bi kra ono so betimi akọ. Hey, etitare haban so obi abetima ko at any time. Enti boa ho in case say the main man ni ho a obetimi assume the position adie di ni yie. That is advice or the mama me no. Ti se mama no nye na adwi yie a onye na adwi yie say ade na ye serious business. Enti omo an ho.
Na sa party na se no. Do you think say it was the right place for him to give such an advice?
Ye ko we na advice e dey ayare no ma hwan.
Oh ye de ma ma do omo be ware no.
I talk saying. Any advice a far away no. It was your advice a officer all run. It is a better benyane. Na say the flag bearer in you when I was in position. Yo,
won't say
you do
I understand.
Or mine won't find call a friend say I'm
me nan kame huni senko nka so ebia anything can happen. Papa you bet me to kwai. Huni so to kwai because Ghana has all the entire make us and say matete say yes money JM etiado anwoma so enti wo ka we na then it means say wo kra wo bompa say JM
na wo kra na
wo bompa go die nkokona
wo bompa na dey na che say JM obewu aja wo kra na mpa na wo bo no nka amen no na wo mu na hwe
okay
so enti me dey say so JM tu kwan a.
Now, so you can say that, not to say nature can skew way, just like what happened between Atamils anyone or no. It's not nice.
I'm sure the difference. Say JMA to Kwaya ceremoniously. The vice no was assume the position as a president.
I understand that. I understand.
Oba assume the position. In my own crown baby say I dream be and no matter so that you have phones. We make a phone call. I call her. I call Jadentry.
Okay.
But when he is not around, just we free more. When I go friend. And now what be page on sa I solemnly swear.
And just said the Ghana for canoe. We no. Woni ho kra dia hwan na abekwa akwaje adwenkyere free no enti one year prepared say JM betimi awu that is what I want you to understand say ma many year prepared say JM betimi awu
o na say asema ye kenya esa pepe ne ka
that dey no beti random
I'm not busy about the bush say obetimi akọ oye nipa so enti say okosisi ana say yeso in as a president and now you be the final decision maker of the land.
But so far me bear as a parliamentary advice will be to vice president and that's our only mate that mean TB. That's my first time.
Good.
There's always a first time.
The first time I ever been your bar in this office,
okay.
And because of that, you know, there are a lot. Also, unusual so be say be assume see 19 so and so. Now assume see a vice president. Now assume see a president or a winning. There's no example. BBC into who baby Tom as the first person, no, it means that there's a lot behoving on you. Task cannot soon. Into advice or the command no or catching say ura.
Shall suppose
now vice president now we on metete chire kwa o.
Ti said obi so ye mate no.
On be mate. Ti say mate na say driver no. Ka ura je e feel the same CC a wona ba bi twika. Into per license no.
I'm not saying.
Exactly the point Mr. Ahwoi was making.
If not, sir, said your okay, son, said any adding to no be patcho, produce and patch on a chop and no harm of fun to mammy. I say, me will say, and you adding to no be patch. Maybe because we are Jemmy say, yet Jemmy say, it's a dear and Yamia, I shouldn't apologize.
Me, coming patcho. Because it's so harmless.
What a patch or dear, it means you're more kind of sanity. You understand?
The only thing I can do is say, me ba be chichi what I said be chichi mama mate I said but
what chirem no patch
to apologize say me man can you one can you
obo na wuto say Ghana ha de nche na yabo wa wuto say me tia na ade endurance grand e picture be chire me aye ebo na wuto no Ghana for you enche bia na yekum ye sha ase se yekum so a wuwo
nti omo ano ho just in case
say papa ni wu a
yes papa ni wu a ono baba president
na ko be president eye kokobo Mahama onhwe do hu ye no munye no
nti obetimi so dia fa ho but me there me tena me te papa na se no no
o ba me na man tena sesa me hu ni se wanya de kwa sesa asem we to me nka meka kra kemeka ka kan egu ma me na so na se me ne no coded location bi makata anti iru hu na se papa no betimi ewu no ba be dia de
me ga se so ma me 824 no ka che say ajubi show support mu nsuo adwuma ya me do suan anase suku ya me do iru hu ko na da chin se me ni hwa wani anya o ya
say me de onu ana eka
o ma me eno just o ma me kwa
if it was jam na nkasa na beka say prof je na opoko ajema show support mu nsuo na se me ni hwa wetime di ma ade yi a anka fair enough but obi na eba beka na yesa nim ne sesa nkofo ni mienu no omote adro anwoma so ne de na ense jm show ho yo adro anwoma so
is we harmless I say
oh yeah sure
I need to apologize
oh wa apologize time wouldn't permit us ka ye bebo bi ye brena so anesa no num abo awie apa ho simadu into obebese ye keka kwa ne say ye keka ko na ye to aso de ane ye de na ase kese pam en na ayema amo 75 traveling to makacho say opese ukọ Canada ekoto awadesua so place back penso eye Canada eho ene do beko amo 75 ye was Santase opposite Mount Olivet Methodist off Atasamansu Road Jazz Community School premises udru honum na ofre number ye da screen so a ubetimi enya mpanyefo 0244 809 mpanyefo beje ofel so na ye ne wakasa hyene nso se yamfa wo nkwa ne ba bia te se Canada afei so enye work permit ye de wo ko school e na wo pese wo ko e ya de ba ko pe onko ye adwuma onko UK onko US Canada and amo 75 e de woko frakadam sambia enim esanse ye din ho ehia ye esinsika na asabi obetua e de amaye no nti amo 75 for number and that was screen so no fa na ene mpanyemfo ento kese bibia anye kama enfama sa mojo ye mojo this is the best solution for you joy for syrup ono no bo de bia na ho ayeden na woko nyuma so ya fe sanko fefe we ni asi anko hwe se wo mojo so wo ni mojo nti mesrew mo moja tare mi se me de esi wo Friday me bam de ba be cho se de masi abobonuro no ama na ka ase my health nti wonso ebebo sanso enema bosumi bia beso a emoja ba nti ye say hia moja to replace that na ya anye pill into babia nkoto bi no ya na mema ne se monka ho mema mo moja timire munyina mo nkonkoto tobi obi ahia moja enye manko na ehia moja joy fafo so enemba na edas kama e wa ha sei ye nyiju sikani emfa moja duro nsuonsuo basabia ema oto joy fa obehu se difference e wo sa moja drain prof ye keka kwa ne se ye keka kwa yenim ye de isi enwumre den na wo ma ye yemfa de aka nsoso so
nti dumso na ewo mu no minim de ya semo but
sabe ka fani de wa mama nka se enye as a result of dumso ni nyina contribute ni nyina factors aden madum light dum na heat opambo kan no wanti na heat rush si gu udwarewe kra de se okoda form style bi na mfifre pram wase unware aden oh
enti in fact omo nyira omo no omo hihye no maye because omo mo refuse to say election year ni
do omo hihye kra look at that
oba say de papa GM say or short memory tv omo ye ni omo yi kakre bi a bi bri ani so ama etimi ato aba nti omo nye ni omo yi na because we need na ye bi bia wa kwa light o say light anywhere we are say yes style bi I say
a friend assume say crew
we are say so down and then we have come to associate ourselves with light. Maybe a light. It is a light in what a training maybe nation development and a question. It's our my friend is a 24-hour economy. And if Papa DM or say do so many 24 economy.
Oh dear, me and can was them kakacha. Oh dear. Wako prabetum. Moda me and can was them. Not that we are doing not like we are doing politics. We just say politics. But to the me and that's the 24-hour economy. Me I said the cost wa broche ni bia no ho.
Na say e what that is a necessary now 24-hour.
Enti ebe ye. Oh yeah sure.
Ye hwe.
Na next for him we be kura ho kwa 9 kura no osugu nim. Omokwa da say pram dodo na.
Ya be 24-hour economy. I be saying kwada wo ba na jo. Wo be kasa na.
Kanya bado.
Wo be kasa na. In fact we
on say enya bado ubetima ye adwuma 2-3. Aha, ebia me wo 9 ta. Meet me morning, meet me abo job be 3 hours wo baby. Na mabaha. Na ebeye ye Ghana ha na ye wo no.
Also dey ba say.
Sure.
Omo people ti dia omo kan sempa. Nti ye no. But it's good anyway because ebet me employ a lot of people so. Because we won't even 24 hours. If it's a 24-hour economy, oh yeah.
Hours.
Unemployment rate, you know, SWAT every it's very much. Come in, let's go. And crown in Super Zone House Friday, you know, SS4 no. And we know Saturday, Sunday and a penny now. Or my team and your horse till Sunday and you may not in Rwanda super. So of course you see our crown now. Oba cause isi akwa na te say so oba kopra home pony and we are in this country you try task the chairman for a cat so omo finance annual we they are just there omo come na to so omo ready and it's a graphic when omo social media correct what I want
Ghana we dey till I make us make they say me losing interest our politician BMO because John Mahama, His Excellency, the former president. How can you build a big market like this? Now 1 meter. 1 meter.
Yeah, I'm in a rush.
It's 1 more now.
I say ad hoc.
Idea can say we what me lighting system na win to me.
So no moon because ope fame the sympathy of the public in our commission amunkum. I say I have a legacy for him.
Obia.
Any.
Tiade we oye so fast one say.
Can fast one can also be believe.
They say meter ba ko pay so fast one say.
Okay. Any emisa OT obi you ano.
They say JM ade ya we yesi we o say your friend was in Dubai. They say so fast one say. Meter ba ko pay. So fast one say papa. Be you Manuel. Em dem share dem hu fast we so. Well, that's so be am enye ko gina o twa pitch.
Because senka omo ye no mo ye ni ya.
Eh enkrofo ti bi shada ko gina de ba ye on ko gina no ma pose. Oh, but it's nice.
So for the aerial view now. Yeah. It's so
good. Then forward baby omo what. What me yira wo ho a.
Yes. Idea ni dey kai very nice pa.
But one man na complete. Say 1 meter. 1 meter.
Yeah. Nti eba me na
me
nti me eniba na ye chichema omo say sika no say esen na ye chichema omo so omo ti bi cha na abro meter no sika no eba ye no so sa de ss na ebe ka no kwan butom na eko
is Ghana the connection address so be a connection
and say 200 cities na eba ye chama obi na omo ti ma jeja na akoye 1000 sa 800 cities na efa
yeah seriously Probia ye wo
nti Ghana na de I think say ye bompire
na me be president oh 24 economy me mama je bibia kama mo kwan nyina me yiyi amamo me mama astrotef constituency bia benya astro
how manifesto now kan wow there
oh yeah me manifesto
I say obi me
mama
oba na want me anya obi anka
light ye num no da 24-hour lighting system na mo dem efie bia me mama air conditioner ba ho
but Ghana has a lights of 2x4 equal ni issue na Nigeria for mo bro
Nigeria for obi be say no so mo ni
mo bro hey share jawajo
jollof people
ye dey equal ni ye temping kwa ya issue omo dey
generator for one house each generator
any omo ti da
omo ti mi na nkom omo dwe so
because over community back no generator nko Hey!
Oh, but they say they be on my modernize. In the guess here, you who move soon now, generator babies.
Generator phone, it soon can be.
I think say no crank you. He said, "Okay, if you be our generator and can you and say experience it, so I do so do it. Nay, ya. Send your giant lights built ya.
So, wait till generator, I won't fuel on it. Wait till you can't.
Hey, you know, look at that.
Until you go from why Naja. Oh, sorry, I now never be dear.
Or last words, no.
Oh, no, I'm the mamma. When you're the idea, one person, you go for my daily bread or the mouth we are, nothing. Yes, I did. It almost were.
Hi, I was some me fancy a wine. I come had it, Bibiane, one pie, no one a prof Arcano. When you should say bit many a penny beer, and I send penny phobium baby boom men, yeah, Becco ya, my in I see each one for himself, God for us all. And two women you did no a bumpire so doing such be more. A riding to shrubs, you emuso. Now one yam boss and so your mobile will be anywhere. Or Barbie few. The breakdown show soon ha and a nedual abname demo AC. Yami aduma Friday, yes, and not yet what young commodity. Before Friday, no Yami admochna, a hint some will come your way. Friday to fin como Thursday, nami name to sosa bibia. And yeah, then must say how to handle a 2 men at a time rather than. Wednesday, me match ma. May I Wednesday? When I watch me, I got to YouTube and they say a true story of a Jubicity. My ex.
I'm innocent.
I can't know.
I'm innocent.
You until I'm say Wednesday, I will be sick by Wednesday.
Obi bro for say anticipate. Wednesday. Ha.
Oh, but Wednesday they are not your head though.
Topic in a way.
Toffee has one personal be so hey papa we about
Wednesday dear,
Toffee
don't miss it.
Toffee, one thing I've realized about go will be so question. What back cancel? This Wednesday, you've learned songs. We are not saying. This Wednesday,
I trust you. You do her.
I see a plug it.
One member to trust over.
Oh, Wednesday, by Wednesday, na me call you and maybe I won't be around.
Zoom.
Obey Zoom. Not me that city claim, not me nuri.
Oh, Zoom.
Okay. So I'm saying I train Wednesday and DJ Toffee, Papa Toffee, or Tenacia, na ya the Toffee Como, ya the Ashes of come. Until then, it's a good evening to you all. Make sure a sign so edinya mijao. Bye bye.
Why would anyone want to troll their president online or heckle them in public?
Because most of these African leaders are just nonchalant, right? They are living in a different world. So that is why most African youth are using social media as a tool to vent their anger and let these leaders know what is really happening. Call them out.